Imagine your child is diagnosed with cancer. You're terrified, desperate. And then someone reaches out, a charity. They promise to pay your medical bills, cover your travel costs, make sure your child gets the treatment they need. You trust them completely. Because who would lie about something like that? She would. For 8 years. Stealing nearly $1 million from the most vulnerable families in America. This is the story of Reynolds, and the fake cancer charity that fooled everyone. Her name was Dana Cody Reynolds, founder and director of Kids Beating Cancer, a charity that claimed to connect critically ill children with life-saving bone marrow donors. She appeared on local news, spoke at fundraising galas, received awards for community service. Donors loved her. Families trusted her. And every single dollar that came in went straight into her personal bank account. This is how she did it. And this is the one phone call that ended everything. The crime. Reynolds founded Kids Beating Cancer in Michigan in the early 2000s. On paper it was legitimate, registered as a nonprofit, complete with a board of directors, a website, and a mission statement that would break your heart. In reality, it was a one-woman operation designed entirely to funnel donor money into Reynolds' personal accounts. She was meticulous about appearances. She attended cancer fundraising events. She networked with real medical professionals. She even arranged a small number of genuine donor registrations, just enough to appear credible if anyone looked too closely. But the money that poured in from generous donors, individuals, corporations, government grants, never reached a single sick child. It paid for Reynolds' mortgage, her car payments, her personal credit card bills, her vacations, while families with genuinely ill children waited for help that never came. Over 8 years she stole close to $1 million. Not through sophisticated financial engineering. Not through complex accounting tricks. Simply by lying. Consistently. Convincingly. And completely. The fatal mistake. Reynolds' downfall began with a phone call she didn't expect. A donor, a local businessman who had contributed $15,000, decided to follow up on the family his money was supposed to help. He called the hospital. The family had never heard of Kids Beating Cancer. He called 3 more families listed in Reynolds' impact reports. None of them had ever received $1. He filed a complaint with the Michigan Attorney General's office. Within weeks, investigators discovered that Kids Beating Cancer had raised over $900,000 in donations, and had distributed less than $35,000 to actual cancer patients. The rest had vanished into Reynolds' personal accounts. What stunned investigators was not just the theft. It was the victims. Families in crisis. Parents who had specifically chosen not to pursue other help because they believed Kids Beating Cancer was covering their costs. Children who went without treatment while Reynolds went on holiday. The investigation. The forensic investigation that followed revealed a pattern investigators described as one of the most emotionally devastating they had encountered. Fake impact reports sent to donors showing children who had never existed. Testimonial letters forged in the names of real families without their knowledge. Grant applications submitted to government bodies containing entirely fabricated case studies. Every document was designed with one purpose: to keep the donations flowing. And for 8 years it worked. Because nobody wants to believe that someone would exploit a dying child. That psychological barrier, that fundamental human decency, was Reynolds' greatest weapon. The verdict. Dana Cody Reynolds was convicted of mail fraud and money laundering. She was sentenced to 4 years in federal prison and ordered to repay the full $900,000, money prosecutors acknowledged would likely never be recovered. The families she had deceived received not. Hing. The children who had waited for help that never came received nothing. And Kids Beating Cancer, a charity that had never actually helped a single child beat cancer, was permanently dissolved. The businessman who made that phone call, the one who started the investigation, later said, "I just wanted to know the kid was okay. I never imagined none of it was real." His $15,000 was never returned. Dana Reynolds didn't need sophisticated accounting. She didn't need offshore accounts or shell companies. She just needed people to trust her. And in a world where we want desperately to believe that people are good, that's never in short supply. Tomorrow on the Fraud Files, the Ponzi scheme that fooled an entire country for 20 years. Subscribe. Because the next case is always darker than the last.